Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to our first impressions and reaction video for the new civilization Babylon in the New Frontier Pass. This is the one that's releasing with the November update. If you're watching this at a later date, it should be coming out next Tuesday, something like that. I can't remember exactly. 19th, whatever. I guess that's a week from today, actually. So next Thursday, then. All I know about it is that it's got Hammurabi. And they said in the earlier developer deals thing from Tuesday that it's going to be science-based. That's literally all I know. Babylon, Hammurabi, science-based. Let's jump into the video and see what we got.
Hammurabi leads Babylon in Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Best remembered for documenting his lawful alignment in Hammurabi's code, the ancient ruler was also dedicated to building infrastructure and improving the lives of citizens through scientific innovation.
Just real quick. I mean, this is random. I don't know why I'm picking on this. Do his hands seem a little small proportion to his body to you? I feel like they're a little bit small to me. I don't know. Something silly.
Scientific innovation. Babylon's unique ability is called Enuma, Anu, Enlil. With this ability, Eurekas provide all of the science needed for technologies.
Wait, what did she just say? Okay, let me back that up. Eurekas provide all of the science needed for technologies. Maybe I interrupted her too soon.
Needed for technologies, although it also decreases the science generated each turn.
Wait. Eurekas provide all of the science needed for technologies. What? I mean, I'm confused. I'll be honest. Not something I thought would be a thing. I mean, the reduced science. I mean, not irrelevant because you are still going to have to do some science stuff. Like, I mean, you know me. If you ever see me play my games, I love Eurekas. I do Eurekas all the time. I'll delay science things. I'll go all over the place just so I can get the Eurekas and get stuff done that way. Eurekas provide all the science needed for. So literally, you just go through the Eurekas and you've got that technology. Machinery, for example, right here. You can barely see. It's a little bit dark. I apologize. Own 3 archers, and you get machinery. Build an aqueduct. You get military engineering. Have feudalism civic. You get stirrups. Why do we need science again? I mean, obviously, you still need science, but I probably stopped it too soon. Let's keep going.
Babylon's unique unit is an ancient-era melee unit called the Sabun Kibitum. It receives increased combat strength when facing heavy and light cavalry promotion units, and also offers additional movement and sight.
All right, so extra strength. So this guy's gonna be good against Byzantium that we've been playing a lot lately. But let me back up a little bit more here. What was the strength gain here? Do we see it here? Back it up just a little bit more to the battle.
It's called the Sabun Kibitum. It receives increased combat strength when facing heavy and light cavalry promotion units.
I never said.
And also offers additional movement and sight.
Okay.
Babylon's unique building is the Palgum. It replaces the watermill and provides additional housing and production. It also increases the food yield from freshwater tiles, but requires the city be adjacent to a river. Hammurabi's ability.
All right, let's read through these real quick. She's about to tell us about Ninu Ilu Serum, I guess, however you say that. Okay, Eurekas provide all of the science for technologies. And he gets minus 50% science per turn. That's a huge, huge deduction on science. So he has a science-based civilization, just a science-based civilization that almost doesn't care because you're just going to go for the Eurekas all the time. That makes things very interesting. I have a feeling he'd be... I haven't played the mixed up technologies in Civics Tree. I forget what they call it. Is it literally just mixed up or shuffled or whatever? I would think he would be a little bit of a challenge because I don't know how the Eurekas work with those. Like, what if you get I don't know if it's possible. I legitimately do not know how that works. But what if you got like something that needed a prereq from a previous technology and you got them out of order? Then for him, wouldn't that mess things up? Or do they change around the prereqs as well? Um, Sabum Kibitum, Babylonian unique ancient era melee unit, plus 17 combat strength against heavy and light cavalry promotion class units. Wow, plus 17 combat strength against heavy and light cavalry promotion. That's a huge jump. This unit has 3 movement and sight. Okay, so it's going to be very mobile, very able to see a lot. Probably can be maybe a scout replacement. It's not actually looks like it does not actually look like it's a replacement for any unit as far as we can see right here. You would think it'd be like a replacement for a spearman, but it does not say that. But why would you build a spearman if you got those guys, right? I mean, there's no other than the promotion tree. That doesn't even say what's promotion tree this goes up. Oh, it's melee unit. So ancient era melee unit. So we'll go up the promotion tree of swordmen and stuff like that, right? Am I reading that correctly? Or is that just because spearmen are also melee units? Like there's melee class units, but there's also units that are melee. Anyway, it gets confusing. Palgum, a building unique to Babylon, +1 housing and +2 production. Freshwater tiles receive +1 food. That's pretty awesome, actually. And city must be adjacent to river. That's normal because, and this, see, don't they normally say what they replace? It replaces the watermill, right? It doesn't say that here, unfortunately, in this little write-up. This doesn't say what this replaces, unless she said it and I just completely glossed over that because I was still stuck on the science thing. And then she's about to tell us about Ninu Ilu Serum. When each specialty district type except the government plaza is constructed for the first time, receive the lowest production cost building that can currently be constructed in that district. Oh, okay. Not in a city. Okay. When each specialty district type except the government plaza is constructed for the first time, I'm assuming in your empire, because per first time in each city would be, well, obviously there'd only be one time in your cities. You're not going to build a market twice in the same city. So obviously this is empire. It can automatically get the first building. Okay. I mean, very powerful. Not as powerful as I was first thinking until I thought through the whole wording of this. Still very powerful though. You're going to get a free, early building of each of the free workshop, free library, free, all the different things, free, lighthouse, all that stuff is going to come free the first time you build it in whichever city you build it first. It's a pretty big way to jumpstart your cities, quite a bit. Receive an envoy when any other district is constructed for the first time. Receive an envoy when any other district is constructed for the first time. Again, is that still just any other than a government plaza? Is that what that's saying? Receive an envoy. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. It feels a little bit not cohesive. If I had to be honest, it just does not feel like there's a lot of cohesion here between these abilities. Science, awesome. Yay, this is great. We're going to get lots of cool science in a very unique way by just doing the Eurekas. Awesome. But then we've got a building that gives us housing, production, and food. I mean, yeah, sure, that can help a little bit for science, but it's not super, like, there's no science bonus there directly. And then, of course, this one up here, yeah, okay, you can build a campus in one of your cities and get a free library. Well, that helps the science, but of course, our science is reduced. But we also get a free market, we get a free lighthouse, we get a free, all the other things. So it's very interesting, and I'm not sure how to gauge this guy. I'm still stuck on this one. This one I'm really stuck on. Let's keep going, and then we'll do some more final analysis here towards the end.
Ninu Ilu Serum makes the construction of specialty districts even more special. When a specialty district is constructed for the first time, that district's lowest production cost building is included in the initial construction for free. Additionally, constructing any other district for the first time grants a free envoy. Babylon offers a highly strategic, science-fueled game focused on getting as many Eurekas as possible. This playstyle rewards vigilance in pursuit of meeting boost conditions and maintaining a keen awareness of the tech tree. Great scientists are also key to victory, because they grant Babylon a full rather than partial tech. Build the Great Library as soon as possible to ensure you still get a science boost whenever another civ recruits a great scientist. A robust spy network can also be useful, allowing you to steal other civs' technologies. However, be wary of spies angering potential allies and preventing a Tier 2 science alliance, which can be especially beneficial to Babylon. Will you use science to illuminate the world or darken it with tyranny? How will you lead Babylon in Sid Meier's Civilization 6?
All right, so Babylon. Obviously, all the different ways you can get Eureka's. She talked about it. Alliances, great scientists, things like that. All those different ways you're going to get Eureka's are going to be incredibly powerful for him, for sure. I would rather have the Eureka great scientists than the ones that give you plus, a couple thousand science for being near mountains and things like that. Because the science doesn't help as much. I mean, that's not a big deal. So definitely want those. You want to pinpoint specific great scientists that have those Eureka boosts. And she talked about the Great Library there. Have I ever built the Great Library? I don't think I have. But, I mean, that seems like a really good idea as well, if you can beeline for it. I mean, on deity mode, it's really hard to get some of the wonders, but if you're getting science a little bit quicker in some ways, especially some of those early science with some of those early, easier to achieve Eurekas, then maybe you can get to that Great Library quicker. Although, Great Library, I actually don't remember if the Great Library is a civic or a science thing, to be honest, but I could see how that could be a very powerful one. Actually, you know what? I am going to pull up, let's say. All right, so let's look at the Great Library here on the Civ wiki site. Great Library here is +2 science, +1 great scientist point per turn, +2 great works of writing. Yeah, that's all great, well and good. Receive a boost to all ancient and classical era technologies when you pick this up, so that's pretty awesome. And then you get +1 great writer point per turn, and you get a random tech boost from another player when another player recruits a great scientist. Both of those you have to have at least Rise and Fall expansion to pick up. So what this tells me is try to, you probably want to avoid as many of the ancient classical era technologies before you build this thing so that you get the maximum boost possible, which is a little easier said than done, to be fair. There's at least those first few techs on the far left that don't have any Eureka, so maybe just go through those while you're trying to build up your culture as quickly as possible. I mean, I would see, if you really want to beeline towards this, getting that culture as quickly as possible is a pretty big deal. But also this probably means that you don't want to pick up all those scientists that have just flat science boosts. Let somebody else grab those, because as soon as they grab them, you're going to get a tech boost. So you might pass up on those. Try to build up your great scientist points so that you can pick the ones that you do want, the ones that give you good Eurekas, but then let somebody else pick up the ones that you pass up on and let them have those. Something to that effect probably is the right way to go. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be a challenging guy to play around with. Let me see if I can bring back up the video itself. Let's go back here a little bit and look at that list of things. And let's just see if there's anything else here that just jumps out at us. Was it back here? Yeah, here we go. Like I said, there's not a lot of cohesion here, in my opinion. But, well, I say that. Some of the specialty district things and some of the buildings that you build within them are going to give you some cohesion towards some of the Eurekas that you want. And so the Eureka is going to help you get the science, and the science is going to help you get more districts and things like that. I could sort of see a stretch, a little bit of cohesion, but nothing direct. Now, I don't know. This guy's so weird. I like him in a weird way because of that. I like him because he's weird. And that's not a judge on him as a person. That's a judge on the way they've implemented him. I like him because he's going to make you play different than any other civilization in the game. And I think that's kind of fun. I don't know. Anyway, well, no point in belaboring this video any longer. There's not a lot to talk about here. It's pretty straightforward and pretty in your face. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like this guy? Do you dislike him? Do you think, I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, am I missing something, that some cohesion here or some powerful way that you can use him that I'm missing, because I already think he's pretty powerful in a weird, crazy way. You're going to want some good production, because a lot of those Eureka's require you to build things. So good production is important, which I guess is where maybe the water mill replacement comes into Palgum. Um, so I could see that maybe. You're going to want some good culture, because some of the Eureka's require civics and things like that. So you're going to want a well-rounded civilization to be able to get the Eurekas, to be able to get the science, to be able to move on and do things like that. Good thing about Eurekas, and the thing I've always liked about Eurekas, is they force you to round out your build orders. All right, I need 3 archers, I need a swordman, I need a ship, I need airplanes, whatever. You're going to do all these different things instead of just focusing on one specific type of thing that you like. You have to kind of cross over and do all of the different things. So I've always thought that was a really good way to give you some direction, some goals, and this guy is going to be even more so, because that's literally how he gets the vast majority of his science. I mean, he's still probably going to pick up a tech here or there with his very relatively slow science, because it's really hard to get all of the Eurekas in the right order at the right time without having something being researched, and you might have to pick the one that's like, okay, I'm not going to be able to get this Eureka. Let me just let him slowly get this one, and then go from there. So it's probably still going to be a little bit of that being played in, but yeah, let me know what you guys think, guys. I mean, I want to play him because he's so strange and unique, that it's kind of blowing my mind trying to figure out how to play a game with him. Like, what does he even go for? Does he still go for science as a victory? Does he go for military conquest, because he is going to have a lot of advanced science types of things? I mean, I can't imagine there's any reason to go for culture here. Religion, no, there's no reason to go for religion, right? Diplomacy, I mean, sure, he's gonna have a decent, chance at that, maybe, but I don't know. Honestly, it has to be science, right? Science has to be what he goes for. He confuses me, but I think he's gonna be a lot of fun to play with. I don't have a lot to talk about because I don't understand. Like, this guy, until I get my hands on him, I don't know if I'm really going to understand the flow of how this is going to play. But like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. I do appreciate you guys watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this video and want to see more like these, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And may God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.